All right, hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do some jelly printing. I was going to put out another studio vlog for you guys today, but I got tired of doing just administrative work. I've been doing it for days and I really needed to do something more creative. So instead we're going to do some jelly printing. I got this idea off of Instagram. I am going to expand upon it, but I will link that person's Instagram down below. I can't think of the name, but I'll throw it up here now as well. And I'm going to put you guys on silent for this because my jelly, or not my jelly plate, but my brayers make a lot of noise. So I'm going to voice over the next parts. But yeah, we're just going to have some fun and play. So let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, I got this idea off Instagram, and basically it's using tools from my art studio to put impressions in the jelly plate. So right here I'm using brushes. I may use some other stuff a little bit later. And then I'm going to do some water splatters while that paint is still wet, just to get a kind of splattered effect because I want it to look like paint's coming off of these brushes. So I do also use a little bit of magazine prints. I'm going to use some tissue paper, maybe a couple other techniques a little bit later. But really, we're just going to have fun with this. And I am going for bright colors today, which is not generally what I do, but I'm feeling the need for color. I don't know, maybe it's all that administrative work I was talking about. But really, we're just going to have a lot of fun with this. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I will list all of the colors that I use down in the description box below if you're interested in that. And you'll notice here in a minute when I pull the first print up, I really like the way it turned out. I love the colors and everything, but there just wasn't quite enough contrast for me. So to fix that, I'm going to use my Faber-Castell Aquarelle graphite. And that's just to add a little bit of extra contrast. There we go. I literally just said the word and then forgot it. But yeah, just add a little bit of extra contrast because I want that to pop out a little bit more. So some of these I will do a little extra work on once I pull off the jelly print, but for the most part, we're just going to be working with the jelly prints today. So yeah, hopefully they all go as well as this first one did. Let's find out. Okay, so here you can see I kind of tried to use one of my paintbrushes as more of a stamp. It did not really work in the end, but sometimes you just gotta try things. I cannot recommend using that as a option though. So here I thought I'd try a little bit more of a layered effect and try to get like kind of like a little field of flowers or something in front of the art supplies. I really like the idea, but the execution I did on this one, um, I was not very happy with. So you'll see me in a little bit try it in another way as well, and I'm much happier with the way that one turns out. Alrighty, so here is where you'll see me make my second attempt at that kind of layered looking piece with the flowers in the front. And basically, instead of doing everything all on one jelly plate, I'm going to do the field of flowers on a separate jelly plate and then layer those on top of each other. And to detach that flower layer, I'm just going to use some clear gesso. Here is also where I start to figure out that I can actually control kind of a little bit more how the water, like what effect the water gives to the paint by using the brush to be able to spread it around a little bit more. So that was really useful as well. Okay, so I've had a couple of fails and a couple of successes. I definitely don't like this one, although I do kind of like being able to see the brush strokes behind there. Also, not a fan of this one. I really liked the idea I had for this one, but the flowers went a little too high up and you can't really see the brushes or the brush and the pencil. So then I tried doing it this way, and I really enjoy the way that this one turned out, but I think I like the contrast better with the black than with this teal. I like the teal, but I really like how bright the contrast is on these two. So I think I'll do this kind of style again and then do it with the black like here. I also really love this one. I love how vintagey it is. Of course, this one does not have the bright colors, which is probably why I like it, because it's more with what along the lines of what I usually go for. But I also really like having the text in. So I think that I will incorporate some text and do the black background and see if we can get one that's a happy mix of all of the lovely things that I learned while I was making these pieces. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. I am pleased with how this one turned out. Unfortunately, you can see I did get a little impatient, so it messed up a few spots, but I'm still really happy with that. And I'm loving this look, this technique, so I'm definitely gonna keep playing with it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming along with me and helping, distract me a little bit from the tedious work for a little while. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this. If you did, please leave a like down below. Please consider subscribing if you have not already, and I will see you guys on Monday for the next video. Bye!